someone who's lost a parent, sibling, or friend to cancer, the fear can settle deep. It becomes not just a memory, but a question about your own future. Reporting from Alaska, I'm Doreen Lorenz. What if I'm high risk due to genetics or family history?
If this question's on your mind, I'm going to start with something simple but powerful. Awareness is not a weakness, it is an advantage. You're not overthinking, you're not being dramatic, you're paying attention. And that could make all the difference. Now, when we talk about being high risk, that can mean different things. Maybe you've had multiple relatives with cancer. Maybe there's a known genetic mutation in your family. Maybe you've been told you should be extra cautious. But here's the thing, risk is not destiny, it's just information. And once you have that information, you get to choose what to do with it. That's where screening matters. When you know you carry a higher than average risk, early detection isn't optional, it's strategic. You're not waiting for symptoms, you're staying ahead of them. And that puts you in a position of power.
So, for listeners who know they're high risk or suspect they might be, what's the right way to think about the next steps?
First, let's let go of that guilt and fear that often follows this question. You didn't choose your genetics, but you can choose how to respond to them. The worst thing you can do is assume it's just a matter of time and let that fear freeze you. And the second worst, believing that watching and waiting is your only option. Here's the truth, knowing your risk means you have more reason, not less, to screen proactively. It doesn't mean you'll get cancer, but it does mean you need to take prevention seriously. That might mean stepping outside of the standard recommendations for your age group. It might mean combining multiple approaches over time. But most importantly, it means no longer sitting back. You don't need to panic. You need a plan. And plans start with questions just like the one you're asking today. That's how we lead in our health, not by guessing, but by deciding to get clarity.
So, Dr. Sally, what's the best first step for those of us who are high risk and ready to take this seriously?
Here's what I want you to do, visit dr-sally.com and explore the curated resources we put there. Everything I've created is designed to help someone take thoughtful, empowered action. Or if you're ready for a conversation, DM me the word family on Instagram or Facebook. I'll reply with guidance just like I do with my own patients. You don't have to live in fear and you don't have to wait.
Knowing you're high risk isn't a sentence, it's a signal. And what you do with it is entirely up to you. I'm Doreen Lorenz, and I'll be here asking the questions that matter. Until next time, take care of yourself and take the lead in your health.